A lot of people talk about regulations, all of this stuff. You know, we have a conservative government. Many of them are landlords themselves. You still think that they get a raw deal?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. When do you ever hear anyone standing up for a landlord? Yeah. There are as many tenants that abuse landlords as there are landlords that abuse tenants. You never hear any press, any media, any government campaigns to support landlords.
So I've got one HMO that has gone from 3.19% to 9.84%. So it's gone from £600 a month to £1,600 a month for the mortgage, just for the mortgage. Plus bills, £600 a month in bills, cleaning, council tax, water, internet, which is £1,000 a month. So to run a HMO now is going to cost £2,600. It's balmy. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe we're in this situation. This government has allowed interest rates to go so high. So it's not going to be affordable without increasing rents hugely. So if you're in a HMO and your landlord is increasing the rent, then this is why.
Owes £600 in rent arrears. Gutted.
I'm back. Okay, listen. It's cost me over £200 so that my tenant can flush sitting down. £200. So my managing agents, who, as you guys know, I don't think they do anything, calls me saying the tenant said there's something wrong with the flush. They can't flush sitting down. So I'm no scientist, yeah, but from what I understand, you're not supposed to flush sitting down because the bacteria from the toilet will enter your bum. But anyway, and can I just say, my tenant's a doctor, so I'm really confused. Anyway, the Shah complained. £200. That's what I got quoted. And the thing is, it wasn't even, it's because it's one of those push flushes. So I actually said, you know what, these push flushes, they're a bit of a problem. And so that there's not a problem in future, let me look at changing the whole toilet to a handle, you know, the old school handle brushes. Because we never had problems with those back in the day. But that was going to be even more expensive. But £200, that's how much it cost me because they wanted to flush sitting down. It's some of this stuff, you can't make it up. Like, these people, you just want to stress me out.
So the tenant hasn't paid their rent this month. We've tried to contact them a few times. They haven't replied. So I'm just popping around to see if they're okay. Okay, so... Oh, there you go. So it looks like they've left. Yep, some people for you. Apparently this is a doctor as well.
Got a bit of a moan. So I've got a tenant in one of my properties that's been living in there for 6 months. They've paid every single month without fail and not really had any dealings with them. They've been absolutely fine, which is great. Now, all of my investment properties are managed by an estate agent or a managing agent because I don't live local to the properties and I'm too busy to be dealing with problems. And guess what? There's now a big problem. So the managing agent phoned me up and said your tenant has not paid their rent and it is now 4 weeks overdue. They tried to contact the tenant 4 or 5 times by phoning them and also sent them a letter. There was no reply at all from the tenant and no keys have been dropped into the agent. Then after 6 weeks, they contacted the agent and they said, stop hounding us, we've moved out the property and we're not paying any more rent. They also still had a year left on their tenancy. So we went into the property to check it out. They had left sofas, rubbish, kids' toys, loads and loads of bottles and cans of empty alcohol bottles. To be honest, the place was a pigsty and they must have lived like animals. but their deposit was 13 weeks that they actually left with the agent. Now, we need to get someone in to clear all of their rubbish, to clear all their sofas, all of their stuff, repair all the damage, the tear into the wallpaper, the damage to the carpet. It goes on and on and on. And yes, it will all come out of their deposit. Trust me, they're not getting a penny back.
You know, with the rise of mortgage rates and regulations changing and things like that, it's getting harder to be a landlord, and unfortunately landlords have got to react to that and, you know, put your rents up and, you know, offset a bit of that cost. But yeah, not good at the moment.
Do landlords have to put rents up? Do they have to pass the rising costs on to the tenant?
I think you have to pass some of it on. By all means, you can't pass it all on. You know, for example, one of my mortgages has gone up 370%. I can't pass that on to the rent, but I've got to pass a little bit on because, you know, I can't lose money.
When people say that landlords have got it easy and why are you kicking them out, and, you know, the guy didn't pay any rent, look at this, come in, honestly. He's been here for less than 2 months. And look at that. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This is, you know, because we are usually quite good at our tenant referencing, this is the worst property I've seen in 2 months, because he's only been here 2 months. You know, it's in the worst condition. I need some air. Right, I need to go get a mask.
Tenant stopped paying the rent. We chased them and they said, oh, we just moved out, and they've moved back to Eastern Europe. And so we'll go, okay, great. Where are the keys? It's like, oh, they've got the keys. My business partner went and broke into the property to gain access back so we can get it relet. And to our surprise, because these have been great tenants paying the rent, they left a little bit of a mess. There's lots of used takeaway boxes and wrappers. There were used nappies. There's an ironing board in the middle of the kitchen. Half-eaten takeaways just thrown all over the place. They even took the cooker. That was our cooker. They just took it and left everything else. Oh, and the hair in the bathroom. I don't know how people live like this. Although my mum probably said the same in my student days. And you know what the cheek of it is? They messaged us a few months later saying, can we move back in?
Alright, so I'm in room 2 at this HMO, and one of our nightmare tenants has finally left the building, and what a relief, honestly. This tenant has been a nightmare from day one, so much so that I didn't really want to even come to this house because she's threatening, she's pushed out many tenants from this house, and gosh, finally, when she gave her notice, I was just over the moon.
So we're back on the road today. We've had a tenant moved out. We're going to go down, have a look around, and see how they left it. They've been there 5 or 6 years. I imagine they haven't left it in the cleanest state. So it's just an individual in a room in a HMO. But we'll go down, we'll have a look, we'll find out, and we'll post some pictures.
He's not paid me rent nearly for a year and that. Okay. He owes me nearly probably over 12 grand. And that's why I called you guys. I just want him out. I need him out today regardless.
Have you got a locksmith here?
I'm doing the locks myself.
Okay. You got keys to the house?
I've got the keys as well. You can do the door now if you want. Or do you want me to open the door?
Is that we there?
Yeah.
We'll knock first. We always do. We're just naturally polite.
I know his missus just left now, so he should still be inside. Get down.
Keys. Well, that was easy. Hello? Is there anybody in? Hello? Is there anybody in? I'll take that as a no. Hello? We're High Court enforcement. We have an order to repossess this property.
Repossess what, sir?
Sorry?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Do you speak English?
Yeah. Just 1 second. Give me a second.
No, that's okay.
Let me wear my shirt.
Yeah, it's all right. Put your shirt on. Take your time.
What's he doing getting ready?
We just finished put a shirt on.
Good morning. Housing council officers are out in full force at the moment. If you're a landlord with a HMO and you're missing one of the small variations in the HMO license requirements, you could be in big trouble and up to a fine of up to £30,000. The little things that they like to get landlords and managing agents on are displaying the HMO license and displaying the property management access and contact details, just having it on the wall in a property.
Help is around you, things are around you. You don't need that shit, you just need happiness. Flipping and changing my ways, but
drowning in a bottle of absinthe, cause lately my mind got me feeling so absent. I ain't been the same since my heart collapsing. I can't feel the pain when I'm taking the Valium. If I didn't wake up, would you even notice? Do I really not care while I'm sipping this potion? It's hard to get a break when I feel so broken. It's hard to go back when you're not devoted. A heart so cold that it left me frozen. I only feel good when the bottle is open. In the back of my mind knowing I'm not coping. Why is everything feeling like it's been slow motion?
life is funny, alright. I think I'm